Let's just get something out of the way. Let's just talk about this piece of shit and stuff I'm talking about. The Snyder fandom has just gone too far with the whole Superman boycott, the hate. Even though I did a video on it a while back. Check it out if you want to. It's on my channel. But let's just repeat some of the stuff I'm going to say again. It just shows again that the Snyder fandom just cannot accept the defeat that the SnyderVerse is dead. Why can they not just accept the fact, just take the L, just take the fucking L and move on? But no, they'll still keep going after James Gunn. They want to boycott the movie. And of course, I post this in my own Facebook page, my personal Facebook page, is this whole Reddit thing. They don't want to boycott the movie so they can bring back the SnyderVerse. Which, also bullshit, which I'll get to in a moment why it's not going to happen. Because here's some various clips from these so-called fans, aka the Snyder cultists, I like to call them, and many people call them now, because they're just gone to the point they just need therapy, need to go outside and touch grass, because you need to smell, just to wake up and smell the coffee, because here's some clips.
New DC update. And yes, as the title suggests, there are more rumblings of the return of the SnyderVerse.
The best thing you guys can do, you true SnyderVerse fans, just let Superman Legacy fail. I know that's harsh, but let it fail. Because the stuff they announce, nobody is interested in this crap. You talking about a crypto series and these menial C-list characters. I mean, this shit sucks. You know it sucked. I know it sucked. So therefore, we're not going to buy into this mediocrity. We're not going to buy into this cheesy ass Marvelized universe. And this is what's going to happen if Superman Legacy hits $1 billion. If that movie succeeds, that's a picture of your mediocre universe. If you want a crypto series and all that shit, that's your mediocrity. And for somehow, this is what Marvel did, which tells me that this Superman film is going to be something like Guardians of the Galaxy, and he's trying to pander to kids.
Going to give us what we want, and we've been asking for the SnyderVerse for a while, then you will not get our money anymore. It's simple as that. No SnyderVerse, no money. Plain and simple. Now, when it comes down to everything that's going on with this company, look, realistically, James Gunn, Peter Safran, David Zaslav, the executives, and the fans of James Gunn, they all know that this movie is not going to bring the numbers that they're expecting.
Shut up! Just shut up, you idiot!
You seriously guys live in a world of fantasy that there's an alternate reality that the SnyderVerse is coming back. Well, smell the coffee, wake up, and get a life, get a job, get a hobby, get some friends, get a girlfriend or boyfriend, whatever you are in the world. I just can't take it anymore. Look, here's the reasons why we've got Zack Snyder's Justice League cut of his own version of the movie. Here's fucking why. Okay, the reason why we've got Zack Snyder's Justice League of his own cut of the film is all because of HBO Max. Because HBO Max is looking for boost some numbers for some subscribers to watch some of their shows and movies. That's why they want Zack Snyder to come in, give him $75 million to finish up his own version of Justice League so they can boost their numbers on HBO Max. And I know you guys are going to say in the comments on my video by saying this crap.
But we've got the Snyder cut, so if we did that, we can bring back Zack Snyder again to destroy the SnyderVerse.
No. And funny thing is, by the time I'm recording this, I found this on Google. Have a little read for you guys. Have a little read for this.
Yeah. Weird. Weird.
I'm going to say this now. I'm going to be a bit straight for you guys. Look, I understand you want to see Zack Snyder return. Now, deep down, I would love to see what Snyder would have done, but I have to be realistic on a realistic level here. I have accepted that it's not going to happen. As much I would love to see what Snyder have done, but on a realistic level, how on earth are you going to bring it back? Because if you'll remember 2017 Justice League came out in that year, it was a massive critical disaster and a box office disappointment. So it's pretty clear that we're not going to get Justice League 2 and 3 with Zack Snyder returning, because as much as we've got the Snyder Cut just a few years later, but that doesn't mean it's going to return to Zack Snyder what he built before then. Even critics and audiences did not like some of Zack Snyder's DC stuff. Now look, I'm not being a hypocrite by saying this, but I wanted Spider-Man 4 to happen. Yeah, I'm going to say it right now. It's like me in the past that after Spider-Man 3 that we got the Amazing Spider-Man movies, that me and many other people wanted to see Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man 4 to happen, Spider-Man returning, but I don't think that will happen anytime soon, because I looked at it and say, okay, it's not going to happen. I've moved on. I accept it. It's not going to happen. As much I would love to see it, but deep down, it will not happen because of how realistic the world we are living in today's society. But just to keep it clear, guys, I understand why you want the SnyderVerse back, but at the same time, you have to look at the realistic level. You have to be mature about this. I have to be mature about it, because we need to look at ourselves and say, yeah, you know what? Let's just give up, because as much as we love it, as a fan, I had to let it go. That's the things you guys need to do as well. As much I would love to see what Snyder would have done, but unfortunately, guys, it's too late. The damage is done. There's nothing you can do about it. All you have to do is, if James Gunn just don't make the same mistake, what happened in the previous past, you ever heard of respect the past, embrace the future? That's what we're doing. I'm embracing the future. That end, I'm looking forward to seeing the new Superman movie when it comes out. And, of course, guys, if you don't like what I have to say, fair enough. If you don't like watching the new Superman film, that's fine. But let others, like myself, be excited to see the new Superman reboot. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, this last episode on the SnyderVerse Fandom. And I'll see you guys next time.
When are you gonna stop acting like a child?
I am a child.
Grow up.